Welcome back, YouTubers. This is Congrex's Prime coming at you with another State of the Key 2 tips and tricks for Hall of Fame speedrun. Why am I making this video? There will be an Xbox Series X for the grabs, guys. All you have to do is complete a speedrun in standard mode. And this is basically a video illustrating how one of many ways you can defeat a play card. Now, I do maybe plan to make this a series. If you guys like this type of content, don't forget to hit that subscribe, notifications, and like the video, and most importantly, drop a comment. And I will continue to make some more of these tips and tricks videos. This is my character's stats. This is not that important, but I wanted to show you guys. This is going to be my loadout, the Vector SMG Spec Op, and I'm also going to have an extra SMG Spec Op in the trunk of the vehicle. Now, this was a dry run, guys. When I did it, this is my very first time attempting this, and that was my play card setup. You guys can pause and take a look. I'm going to show you guys what line I'm going to take. Now, one thing I don't show in the video when I first load up is that I already had pre-selected a shop to be built, because I thought that I would need to repair both of these vectors at one point. It turns out that you don't need to repair them. So you can actually just start and go. As you guys saw, I turned down my timer, and now all I'm using is the Windows stopwatch. Because supposedly the rules say that as soon as you load up to Nightmare Zone, doesn't matter what your community is, nothing, you can have whatever weapons you want. The rules are very vague. Just need to start in in standard zone at Nightmare Zone, and move. The minute that you start, that's when the clock starts. Now, Undead Labs has a way, I guess, to figuring out like what exactly time you started, but I don't know that. So to verify, I started a stopwatch and started. Boom. And I looked at the map really quickly. I showed you guys the route I was going to take, and then I started the actual run. So when I started the stopwatch, I made believe that I was starting the actual run. So I go up to the first play card, and as you can see, this is not the fastest vehicle in the game, but it is the safest vehicle in the sense that it doesn't get hung up on stuff, and it drives really well. So I hit the first play card with the Vector, jump out the window, I reload, and I make sure I'm reloaded, and I go back into there. Now I'm gonna go exactly where I marked the next one was gonna be, like I told you guys in the map, and I'm gonna keep pushing forward. Now, what surprised me, like I told you guys, is that if you have two vectors, SMG Spec Ops, you're not gonna need to repair them, or you're gonna need to make sure you have as an advanced brake on it, because that's what I have on it. I got two vectors, advanced brake, and look, I ended up rolling my vehicle over. If I was a better driver, I could probably have shaved off almost a minute of my time. Obviously, I'm going to make a few more mistakes driving. And again, this is a dry run, so I didn't think that it was going to be this good in time at the end. And again, look, you see, I made another critical mental mistake that I forgot that you couldn't go around that wall. So I ended up doing that right there, and I had to back up. So again, I make little nuances and mistakes here. I could probably shave off another minute and a half if I keep practicing this, and I can probably shave off a minute and a half at the time. So the Vector's surprisingly very good at killing play cards efficiently. Look, just put it on target, take a laser, and you're out. And I end up going back into the vehicle. I made sure I reloaded. What's cool is you can start the reloading animation, and as long as you don't, like, let's say open the door or something like that, you'll reload really quickly. Another good thing to have in your inventory, if you don't have a red talent, because a red talent will be ideal for the situation, I'm not using a red talent, is to have gunslingers so that you can reload your weapon quicker. Not because you need, snap aim to aim at a play card. And identifying and acquiring target of the play card as quickly as you can. So boom, I got that play card out the way. 3 in, and just about a minute and some change have passed, and most of that time was driving. Now I'll make another little driving mistake here. I'd get stuck on that. See, if I would have cleared that and went around, I would have saved myself another few seconds of valuable time. And basically just picking the best driving line, and driving better is going to really dictate the pace of how fast you can do these play cards. Now again, I tapped on the scent block. I don't know if you guys watched me do it on right before I entered the first play card. And the scent block lasts about 5 to 6 minutes. So as long as you have another scent block lined up to go, which I do, when that one runs out, you should be finishing the last few play cards. So two scent blocks, two vectors, SMGs, all the ammo you can carry. Now, see again, look, another big driving mistake there. I get hung up on the wall. I probably drove my worst here, guys. This is probably my worst driving I've ever done instead of Decay. Look, another critical mistake, but I was able to land that, like, like I meant to do that roll there, like barrel roll. But I make some more driving mistakes in this game. I could have drove cleaner, better, faster, and I would have probably gotten a way better time. But even with all these mistakes, guys, the time is gonna impress you. I know it impressed me. I was like, wow, this is like the first time me trying this crap, and with the vector. I would like to do these videos more if you guys are interested. Like I said, leave a comment, and maybe even if you would like to see a specific weapon that I will use and on the next one. I'm thinking about maybe doing the Dev Gru and maybe even doing a Elite Eternal Guard, Infinite Rage, Eternal Guard. That's what it's called. I always call it Elite first. I don't know why. It's just I'm dyslexic like that, guys. I sometimes see things backwards and say it backwards, and vice versa. So again, I'm doing pretty good on time here. I made a little bit of a mistake again driving to that particular spot and picking a good racing line or a good line to knock out these play cards as efficiently as possible is important here. This one is pretty easy. And I go in there and I just drop the hammer on it and boom, watch, easy peasy. Now this is when I decided to make an outpost. Now I didn't have to repair. See, I chose to repair, so I wasted a couple seconds doing that. I just reloaded on bullets and go. I could have just ignored that. And I was a little bit afraid that I would I would my weapon will run out of bullets, and I didn't want that to happen. So that was an easy outpost to make. It As soon as you jump in the window and you kill the plague hunter, it builds a circle of trust. And once it does that, you can make it an outpost. So if you can get one of those, after your fifth or sixth plague heart, get it quickly, get your ammo and go. Don't even worry about repairing. I messed up there. I repaired it, and when I repaired it, I didn't make sure that it was reloaded, so I ended up wasting more time. So these are little minuses on time right here that I'm kind of kicking myself in the foot for, and I'm grinding my teeth because I'm like, oh man, I could do this faster, I could do this faster, more efficiently. Again, my driving needs a little bit of help here, and I decide to go outside of the gates, which is actually not a bad idea. But what was a bad idea was probably going in there, having to come all the way out and burning more time. So actually not going in there was, I didn't think it would be good. So I ended up going in there, got it really quickly, reload before you jump the gate or do any kind of animation, which I did there. And now I should have went around, but it didn't matter because I needed to mark the next play card anyway to make sure that I knew where I was going, not to get lost. Although I had an idea where they were all at this point, and I end up messing up there again. I burned more time. I could have done a better job parking that car. And I go in here and knock this play card quickly, as you guys can see. And we're down to the wire here. I think we're down to just a few more play cards left. I want to say 4, maybe 5. Let me see. 2. No, actually, I got 3 left. I got this one, the one all the way to the right, and the one all the way north. And at this particular time, I want to say I'm like 7 minutes in to the actual playground. And you guys saw the mistakes I made, um, and I didn't use the actual vector that's in my trunk as well. So how did I do this, guys? How did I bring my community in? The way I did it was I took my Nightmare Zone community and I transferred them to standard, and then I pretty much reset the map. And I had these vehicles ready, and I also had all these resources because this is a community I've been running for a long time. This is my long-standing community, and all this stuff that I've acquired through time, I'm using for this, but I normally play Nightmare Zone. And you know, standard kind of surprised me a little bit. It's not the same standard I remember. I mean, I played standard when it first came out. Here we go, another huge mistake there, and it's all the mistakes I'm making are driving mistakes. So correcting your driving is important. Having this vehicle is also good too because other vehicles are even worse. There are faster vehicles in this game, but once you go off road, there you might as well have skates on. So that's why this 4x4, I think sport is probably the one of the better vehicles you can drive. Now you can find something like this out in the real world in the map somewhere. You can call this one in from Beaumont. There's also the one you can call in from the oh God, what's it called, the Freedom Pack. There's one that has like a U.S. flag on it, and you can use that one. It drives the same way as this one. So um, I highly recommend you use this, and also do it here in Meager Valley. Don't do it anywhere that's even more difficult to drive, like Drucker County or freaking Providence Rich. Oh my God, forget it. You guys will be spending way more time driving. So here I make another mistake. I don't know why I went in here. I think I was looking at the map. I knew exactly where this play card was at. It was in the freaking office, but for some reason I let the map confuse me. So again, look, I burn another 30 seconds or so of time. Again, my driving and these little mistakes I made. But overall, watch my timer. 10 minutes and 15 seconds. Really, in all reality, a little less than that because it took me a few seconds to bring it up and click on it. But if I hadn't messed up as much as I did driving, this would have been a different story. Again, guys, this was a dry run. This wasn't an actual like speed run. This is actually the first time I attempt this. So I thought I did okay. I know it can be better, but let's just say you guys are interested in watching more of this style of videos or me to get better on my times. Please leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and I will continue to do this. That's all I have for now, guys. Like, love, and peace. Congrexes. Checking out.